Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for a special episode of SimAirport in early access. If you look closely at the screen, you'll not only notice we are in the basic mode, like I just launched the game, but look carefully down here at the right-hand corner. That would be this area right here. SimAirport early access 8/15/2017 in career mode. It's the 8/15/2017. That's important because the devs have now dumped the Edge update to the experimental server. So we have gone from the smaller group of playtesters to the medium-sized group of playtesters to work through it before it goes into release to the general population. So there's more of us at the table now to eat at the buffet. What is included in this update, A-Train? Why is this worthy of a specific video? That's a fine question you ask, viewer. What I'm going to do is read off to you what all is included in this update. Now, I don't understand all this stuff because some of it over my pay grade. You might understand it, and that which I kind of understand, I'll explain. But you can find this in the discussion boards for SimAirport. And it's pinned under the experimental branch. Okay, so we're going to start back. The entire update threads are listed here, and what I can show you on screen, I'm going to show you on screen. Okay, so bear with me. This is going to be more audio exercise than necessarily a video one. So July 27th, 2017, we have performance improvements. Optimize numerous aspects with a focus on movement and agent rendering. Threading adjustments that will allow us to better utilize multi-core processors and parallelize, I didn't know that was a word, computationally intensive work. Holy crap.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
All right, I had a long day, and that's a big-ass word there. Computationally. Wow. Other various startup and runtime optimizations. Okay, so that's the performance improvements. I mentioned this in a couple of the Let's Play videos. Edge, for this build, the big thing was to improve optimization. So they're trying to improve the frame rate and lower the workload on your processor. That's basically the gist of the deal. All right, but there's other stuff involved. So let's continue. Staff job selection, revised to be more efficient. Fixes new staff-related bugs when more than enough staff are present. Wander stacking, fanning out evenly. Adds, here's a good one. Adds small aircraft gate, stairs, and no jet bridge. Okay. Aircraft adjustments to appropriate gate sizes, open to feedback changes. Adjusted prices and materials requirement for small, large, and extra large gates. Default map now comes with a small gate. All right, let's take a look at this. Here in the game, this is the small gate. All right, if you notice when I mouse over it, there's a big green square around it. Why is that, A-Train? That's a good question. It's because that big square is 20 by 20 tiles, which is the same size as the large gate. Watch. Ta-da! So if we drop a large gate next to this thing, boom, you can see what they've done. They've basically kind of sized down the art, simplified the taxiing line where it doesn't have all the nose wheel stop points for the different size jets. I don't know if you've looked at these or not, but these are really cool. It's like for an Airbus A320, and then there's an MD-80 and MD-83, and anyway, different size jets. It's got to build it for it to come in more clarity. So anyway, so they just have the simple taxi-in line. This is area where you can put stuff over here. Usually that's where you would park your baggage carts and stuff like that. And then there's a red out area here, which is important because the aircraft is going to nose in this direction, and then the wings will be out here. So you kind of got to keep that clear. So they have air stairs sitting here, and then they have stairs up into the terminal sitting here. So in theory, the terminal is now above ground level, or the gates are below ground level, which could be complicated when it rains heavy, although I don't think they factored that into the game. Now, So another aspect of this, oh wait, before we go on that direction, what aircraft fit on the small gate? Well, let's go to the airline interest, and you'll see real quick. Aero time is usually your smaller aircraft. See here, if I mouse over the airplanes, Boeing 737 140 max packs, minimum gate size small, minimum runway length 90, which is the short of the 3 runways. Okay. Embraer 195, same stats, except for packs. And then the CRJ. All right. But if we go to the 707, minimum gate size large, minimum runway length 150. So basically, it's the medium-sized gate, the medium-sized runway. Okay. Even though that gate is a large, I think they're going to have to go back and change that up just a little bit to alleviate confusion, right? Because if it's a small gate, then you have a large gate, and you have an extra large gate. What the hell needs a medium gate? Well, that's a good question. So the devs will have to figure that out. All right, so we know this. 737 goes on the small gate, small runway. 707 goes on the larger gate and the medium runway, okay? So this is the gate the 707 would use right here, all right? And I'm quite sure the A320 is the cutoff. Let me see if Pacific, oh, looky there, there's an A320. See, minimum gate size small, minimum runway length 90. And the key here is what I've made a point of the past 3 months. If you take Santa Ana, John Wayne, Orange County Airport in California, SNA, it only has a 5,800 foot runway, but they fly Airbus A320s and 737s in and out of there all day long. They even bring in cargo 767s. Okay, so bigger cargo planes come in, but they're lighter. All right, they can come in. They don't carry as much fuel. They can land, offload cargo, and then take off again. But the A320 is going to be the biggest aircraft that goes on the small gate. All right, and uses the small runway. So that's your cutoff point right there. You go up to the 707, you got to go this size gate and the next size up runway. Okay, now this may look a little goofy with the green stripes and all. Yeah, it does. I think this is 14 tiles wide. Adds a new hotkey, left control key, displays crosshairs when using build tools. We'll look at that in a second. Added ramp outdoor tile, which can be used for aesthetic purposes around your tarmac. It's a via request on Reddit. All right, so via request on Reddit or the message boards, folks. The devs listen to players. Okay, they're working with us, so it's cool. All right, fixes LRT drop off. Should always avoid drop off zone. Adds a hack to remove planes that got off taxiway. I think that issue got fixed later on. That was just a quick, ugly fix at the time. LRT drop-offs should always avoid drop-off zone. What I was seeing was drop-offs when we had the light rail terminal up in the corner of the map on my other terminal airport, right? My Let's Play, it's up here, and the entrance is way down here, and the drop-off zone's like here. Packs go down to the drop-off zone, then go into the terminal. They don't do that anymore. It kind of fixes that. Okay, so remember, I didn't have that available previously. Now I will, because I'm playing on experimental. All right, so that's the July 27th, 2017 improvements. All right, so sticking with that, let's look at this this ramp thing. We're going to see 2 things here. We're going to look at the left control button. We're going to look at placing. If we go into the build menu, this is where you'll find ramp. It's at the bottom. See right here, ramp, and it's free. That's nice. All right, so now. Well, of course, it has to autosave and slow my roll. All right, so we clicked on it. Now, tiles wide. It's not. It's 15. They've got 1, 2.5 on one side, 1, 2.5 on the other side. So the small gate is 15 tiles wide as opposed to 20 for the large gate. Okay, so let's lay some of this in here. Oh look, we can do a whole chunk of it. That's cool. So it lays in kind of like sidewalk or whatever else. All right, maybe we can get our workers. Let's hire a bunch of staff a bunch of workmen. There, that should do. 23 of them. Yeah. Get to work, people. All right. So we'll get to see what some of that looks like. In the meantime, while they're doing that, you can be entertained. July 28th, fixed the bug that caused save and land expansion to fail when a small aircraft gate was present on the map. Fixed broken hover tooltips. Fixed vertical offset of stairs. Fixed water emission position offset on sinks. I showed you that on mine, I think. You could see when people use the sinks, there's a little squirt of water that comes out. It's kind of cool. Fixes issue with agent appearance, position offset, not getting reset after using chairs. All right, whatever. All right, let's go to July 31st here. Fixes an issue that could result in a state where not all jobs are assigned to staff. Fixes improves the movement code to now anticipate collisions with walls, mitigating an issue where agents, I guess that's, people or basically, the simulated packs or the workers, whatever. I guess they're agents because it doesn't look like Agent Smith. Well, some of them do, I guess, the security people. Could become stuck behind a shear wall after getting pushed too far off path by other agents. In certain cases, this could also result in stuck aircraft if waiting for stuck agent. Okay, so I think this is kind of the pinball effect. You remember back when I did my tutorials and even with my Let's Play, you'll see the packs flow into the terminal. They take a corner and it's kind of like a race car. It's like they start wide, they cut tight around the apex of the corner, and then they swing out wide and bounce off the wall. And then they cut another direction, and so it looks kind of wonky. I think that's what that's talking about. Fixes a few internal errors, producing integrity check warnings. Fixes construction sometime failing to complete based on erroneous path available validation. Fixes an issue that could result in large swaths of passengers not moving because of failed background job in QE, inquiry, in QE.
What?
In Quay? I don't know. ENQUE. When engine is under extreme load. Flight status, UI. Adds additional columns. Column visibility can now be toggled via the I button, top left of the flight status screen. All right, flight status UI. That's this right here. All right, so there's an I button. Edit columns. Click here to change which columns are shown or hidden. Use the resize handle, bottom right, to resize the window. Okay, so we resize the window. All right, look here. So we've got gate, flight number, aircraft, arrival, departure, actual departure, and status. That's pretty freaking cool. All right, that's good information. Now let's see what this says here. So, and you can take stuff off. So we say we want to take off the scheduled arrival and scheduled departure. We just want to know the actuals. Well, there you go. And then you can put those back on. So it's customizable to show you what information you want. But this is things we've talked about, right? If the arrival's set for 0400, we'll have to check and see how the actual arrival works. If it is, you know what? Let's maybe throw get an airplane or two in here. That's afternoon. That's afternoon. Oh, you know what? Let's pause this for a second. Let's bring in a 7-3 afternoon. Let's bring in a CRJ or 7-3 afternoon. I want to get a morning flight in here. 7-0 in the morning, 7-3 in the morning. That's good. Okay. What we're going to do is just watch and see how Beechcraft 1900 sucky. All right, we can't bring anything at night. Oh, there's an Embraer 195 in the morning. Okay, so we'll throw the schedule together here real quick. All right, so here's the master flight schedule, and see how they're all up there. And there's B1 and whatever. Okay, this is really kind of small, which is, I mean, I guess it's okay. All right, aero time. Well, this is afternoon flight. All right, so we're going to drop him in there. And this one is afternoon. We'll drop him in there. Ford Air, that's a morning. Drop him in there. Aerostar, drop him in there. We'll put an hour between the flights. All right. Just using indoor bag. I don't care. Whatever. All right. Let's go ahead and let's just keep running here at 4 times speed. All right. So this is getting a little longer than I wanted it to. So we saw how that worked. Flight status, okay. Fixed a bug on flight scheduler, changed B787 back to requiring an XL gate. Okay, very good. Additional miscellaneous performance improvements and tweaks. Revised passenger satisfaction. Okay. Changes to top UI and hover now shows trend, direction, and intensity. First class packs now have a slightly increased impact on satisfaction. That's important. People have been saying, why do we have first class packs if they don't mean anything? I see that in the discussion boards. It kind of pisses me off.
Am I pissing you off, Fafa?
Because it's early access, all right? They're there, they're identified, and they'll do something with it eventually. Chill out. CTFO, B. Satisfaction now less volatile, will change a bit more, will be a bit more challenging in general. Tweaks to additional initial spawn values, object action interaction modifiers, need rating weights. Needs used only for driving AI, no longer directly factored in the rating. Note, when loading an older version save, the satisfaction rate may temporarily be skewed. Old saves are compatible, however, it may jump up or down for the first few minutes after loading. After a few minutes, it'll be using the new algorithm entirely and behaving the same way it would on a newly created save. So that's something we're going to have to watch for on our Let's Play series. As always, and particularly, especially on gameplay changes like this, please let us know thoughts, blah, blah, blah. They're listening. Okay, very good. So that's July 31st. Let's look here at this. All right, we have no packs here yet. So we'll have to see when they show up. Let's kind of maybe fast forward a little bit. I'm going to add a couple things in here real quick. Otherwise, it's going to be a complete cluster, you know what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's throw those in there. And let's reorganize this security crap. Because, you know, security crap. Dismantle. Dismantle. Okay, let them get those into the storage area. Okay, here come the first packs. So we got to put a bag scanner in play. And we're going to put a second one right here. And then we're going to put a metal detector. Remember to check your arrows. ID check stand. Right there. Or higher. 3 more additional security. 1, 2, 3. They'll take positions once those are built. And then, yeah, we'll deal with that crap as it comes along. All right, very good. All right, let's go here. Okay, so we do have stuff for people to get through security. And there we go. All right, so people are just going to cluster around. Maybe we'll put like a couple of janky benches in here. Okay, there. People have somewhere to put their butts. Okay, very good. All right, so now we're just going to let that run forward a little bit. The first aircraft's going to be coming in here in a minute. All right, so here we go. All right, so there's a plus sign up here. Now, see boredom? Okay, boredom is now being computed. All right, so that's important. Now, so to fix boredom, you're going to use the electronic vending machines, right? So we're going to put that bad boy right here, right at the gate. You want it close, right? And we're going to put that, and then we're going to throw in an ATM, and we're going to throw in a garbage can because garbage. So we'll put a couple garbage cans in there, okay? All right, cool. All right, so our guys they'll deliver that schmutz and what have you. All right, now see, there's the golf cart. He's going to chunk people's bags on the floor, or she is. Here's the other golf cart. It's like go-karts. Burn, burn. Awesome. Now the worker's released, okay? So you see what's happening is a workman. All right. Oh, look, the air stairs are moving back. How cool is that? So now the air stairs out of the way. And now the plane is backing off the gate nice and neat. It doesn't have its lights on. Why doesn't it have its lights on? Whoops, it thought about changing direction. Oh, it thought about it again. And now it's taking off. Totally in the dark, invisible, couldn't see anything. All right, whatever. All right, so now we got 3 pluses. This is good. So we see environment, hunger, information, boredom, bladder, rest, and frustration. Okay? So I think 97% is good. All right, now, see all these people? They're bored, so they're going to the electronic vending machine. So let's, for giggles, see what happens if we throw a second one over here. Okay? And then we got a lot of stupid garbage up here. Wow, this may require a whole freaking new, restart to things or something. I don't know. And let's throw a fountain in here. Look at the fountain. Look at the fountain. Look at me. Look at me. What other stupid stuff can we get in here? Oh, I know. Let's put in a coffee kiosk. All right. Rotate that here. We'll just throw that there. And then if people get hungry, let's throw in a dessert kiosk. Because coffee and donuts. Kind of makes sense. Right? All right, there we go. Oh, and then there's one more thing I want to throw in there. Flight info display. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put one right. Put a couple of them right there. All right. So that kind of will help those things. And then maybe we'll put some plants in here too. I just want to see kind of what the effects are going to be. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some people in these areas. So let's kind of put some plants in here. And because these things are going to be a little more critical now. See how the environment's a really low number? Of course, there's nobody in the terminal at the moment either. All right, I like how the aircraft are kind of backing straight up off the gate. I do not like that twitch. And I do not like how it looks like they're driving off the taxiway. The nose wheel should be strictly following this yellow line. It was a lot better before they made some tweaks to it to try to help it. And it kind of went wonky. All right, so that's going to keep running. And, let's do one more stupid thing here. Let's throw some runway lights in. All right. And then we'll be able to put some night flights in here just for giggles. All right. So, oh, you know what? Look how stupid drop-offs is way down here and pickups is way down there. And then we got all these people. All right, so there's stuff coming in. Anyway, all right. So let's look at reports real quick. Look at the info heat map. Okay, so you can see the information boards still make a pretty, good area of influence. And here's the green area for environment, right? Okay, and that's important. You want to have, the environment numbers are from your plants. Let's see, here they are. Let's throw some plants here. Oh, look, people are actually standing and looking at the information boards. Imagine that. That's kind of an interesting concept. All right, so now we've got some good stuff going on here. All right, very good. That should take care of that and keep these people moving for a bit and keep them entertained and keep you entertained. But we should be able to see, now the numbers have come up. See how frustration's 98%, they're satisfied, all right? So don't take that as a negative. Low numbers are negatives, okay? High numbers are good. And boredom is the new one that's now being calculated. All right, so let's move on. August 2nd, fixed tweak, fixed tooltip, fixed issue, stuck aircraft, fixed packs when bored wandering near gate, reliability improvements, task, blah, blah, blah. Improvements to janitor, clean floor task to be more resilient. Okay. Minor adjustments to threading multi-core performance systems. So those of you with multi-core computers, that should help you. All right. August 4th, fixes issue with janitor serialization. That could result in stuck after a load game. Fixes issue with packs not leaving after missed flight. Fixes serialization issue that could break loading game. Fixes an issue with passengers sometimes taking shortcuts through non-secure areas to reach a destination in their same sector. High chance of resetting their security status. Okay, that's good. All right, August 8th. A350 now requires XL gate regression. A350 did require the XL gate, right? It's bigger than a 7.6, which requires the XL gate. So A350 wound up on the large gate, I guess. Passengers no longer spawn for flights that are accepted but not yet scheduled. Aha, that's interesting. So if you accept a flight you're not going to get packs spawning for it until you have it scheduled. So that's why I think you want to pause about 11:55 every night, so you can look at your schedule for the next day, add flights, remove flights, move things around as needed. And it's probably a good idea to do that every few nights. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not every night, but, well, once you've got a full schedule, then maybe not every night. But until you have a full schedule, that should be good. All right. Then various rendering pipeline optimizations and improvements. Okay, that sounds good. Add some additional zoom-based culling, including hiding of construction indicators at higher zooms. RAM optimizations to pathfinding and crowd path planning. Significant savings, 20 to 30 plus % in some cases. That sounds good. Fixes a move to object failure after condition. Update code based to the latest engine version. Okay, that's interesting. Multi-core, multi-thread code runner updates. Now using higher performance sync structures. Okay. Vehicles should no longer drive on pending construction roads. Maybe you've seen that. Relaxes pathfinding constraints when starting on security exit dividers. Should reduce number of MM370 warnings. That'll be that little bubble sometimes you see pop up above a pack's head saying, I don't know what I'm doing. Fixes vehicle risk condition that could sometimes occur on parallel half offset roads. Optimization to save loading game. Reduces risk of out-of-memory crash and truncated output corruption. Okay. August 9th, passenger boredom can now be improved as originally intended, which I believe is going to be, where you've got people using, look, we got the ATMs all crowded up. Guess we need another ATM machine, right? Let's put a second one right here. And then let's put a third one over here, see if anybody uses it. And then, for giggles, we will even put one right here. All right, very good. Packs is up to 64%, and it's only showing 2 pluses. So people are loading on the plane. This is good. They're going up the air stairs, disappearing. That's kind of neat. It's kind of old school, although Evel Knievel driving his golf cart down the ramp there. It's kind of funny. All right, so let's see here. Aircraft has 77 to 70. Well, who the hell's... Are you waiting... What are you waiting to get on the plane for? You picking your nose? You dumped your drink. 5:15 p.m. Why is this moron not getting on the airplane? That don't make no sense.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts?
Hey, watch. Janitor should go over there and whack them in the head with the broom. All right, they should be on the plane now. They ain't on the plane. There goes the air stairs. They missed the plane. Why did they miss the plane? They were standing there looking at it. Oh, they gotta go to the bathroom. Now they wash their hands. Now they come out. They're gonna go to the garbage can, look at the fountain, go get a Coke and a Smile, or some coffee. Oh, you missed your flight. What are you sitting down for? Go home. See, the people are missing behind the kiosks now that used to be there too. Used to be workers there, kind of bouncing back and forth. They look a little silly. Okay, this doofus is going home now. Okay, where were we? August 9th, passenger boredom can now be improved as originally intended. Fixes bug with land expansion purchase. Several minor performance tweaks and improvements. That's good. August 11th, should resolve staff not working bug. Fixes a thread safety issue when building roads that could result in incorrect functionality warnings. Okay, whatever. August 14th, resolves an issue that could cause passengers to occasionally walk through walls. That's impressive. Also known as the vision bug. It fixes an issue that could result in queues becoming deadlocked. E.g. if placed on the edge of a sector or zone boundary. And finally, this was from yesterday, the 15th, adds a new command line option, reset, advanced option, which forces the game to forget all settings, preference, and graphics configurations. Command line. I'm looking for this command line. I'm not sure where preferences. I don't seize it. So I'm not quite sure where that is. Anyway. Okay, so It sounds like it's raining and I don't have rain turned on. All right. So that, folks, is the update as of the 15th. For everything now has rolled over from the edge servers to the experimental servers. Okay? So I wanted to give you that update, let you see what was going on, what's happening, what's hipping, hopping, and hooraying, and hoeing with the game. So our next Let's Play video will include these updates because we'll be on the 8/15/2017 as opposed to the 7/18 build. All right? So I hope you found this informational, educational. Maybe you understand a little more about what I'm talking about when I say we're on the experimental server. Now we will actually be testing some new stuff. We'll see if it works and everything. If not, we'll put in bug reports and go from there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give us a like. Share us with your friends and let them know about SimAirport, now available in early access on Steam. Link below in the video description. And subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber as yet, we've got 90 subscribers. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Hey, listen, if you subscribe and then decide to unsubscribe, let me know why. I think I ask every video, not only in the video, but in the description below, for questions, comments, or constructive criticism. You know what? Maybe I don't type that in every one now that I think about it. But I do ask for it in the video. So if you watch far enough in, you'll hear it at the end of every single video. So, yeah, your questions, comments, and constructive criticism are welcome. Is the stuff I'm doing boring? Is it interesting enough? Are you learning things? I seem to get a lot of positive feedback that people are enjoying the videos and they're learning things, and that's what's important to me. I want to be entertaining and educational, yeah, and stuff. All right. So thanks again, folks, and we'll have new videos coming soon. So stick around on the channel. Appreciate you being here, and take care. Have a great day.